Coming to St. Anne has been such a gift. There's so much to receive here. The incredible liturgy, the music, the wonderful ministries, and we get so poured into. And then the question comes of, what do we do with all of that? My background is in mission, in domestic mission, and coming here to St. Anne's in the past year, and I see this beautiful parish and so much love being poured out, and there's so much that we can do together to answer our universal call to mission. In our baptism, we all have been called to mission in some way, shape, or form, and the church gives us kind of an outline for who is in our midst, who we are to go to. There's this quote by St. Augustine that has really given the parameters for this vision of outreach. He says, what does love look like? It has the hands to help others. It has the feet to hasten to the poor and needy. It has eyes to see misery and want. It has ears to hear the sighs and sorrows of men. That is what love looks like. And so I look at myself, how are my feet hastening to the poor and needy? Do I have eyes to see misery and want, whether it's in my midst or just downtown in our own city? Do I have ears to hear the sighs and sorrows of men, people who need the love and healing of the Lord? And how will they get it? So that universal call to mission from the church, from the Lord, can look many different ways. And this year, with outreach, the goal is to provide different avenues. And in my own prayer, reflection, discernment of what avenues to choose, because we have so many options, really just asking from my heart, which margins are we called to go to? Who is most readily in our midst, in need, in sorrow, in need to know who God is, to know that God is a loving God, to know that the church is a place of acceptance, a place where you can be who you are, come as you are? Who are the people who don't know that they have a seat at the table? And what came of that is creating avenues to go to the unhoused, running an outreach in a homeless shelter, to be able to walk with them, not just come and serve a hot meal, though we will do that, but to sit with them, to embrace them, to know their name, for them to know that somebody cares enough to come week after week because they matter to God and to others. Outreach into a prison, people who are incarcerated, who can know that somebody's going to come week after week to be with them, to pray with them, to be a vessel of the Lord's healing to them and where they're at in their life, and to know how much they matter in the eyes of God and in the eyes of the body of Christ. An outreach in a mobile home park is something that we have done, will continue to do. People who otherwise couldn't come to our parish. An outreach in a neighborhood for those who just don't feel ready to step foot on church grounds. We'll be starting an outreach for those who struggle with addiction. So this is a demographic of people who maybe think that they don't have a seat at the table because of what they've been through, because of what they're struggling with. And to be able to create a way that they could come and be surrounded by other people with a similar story and come to know the love of God through that experience. That's something that we'll be offering this fall. And then our regular alpha that we offer here in English and Spanish. I personally have seen many people who come in with an agnostic background. They're an atheist. They have a Muslim background. They're some form of Christian, involved or not involved. And they come and they experience something that they've never experienced before. They learn about who God is in a way that changes their life. And we offer that as a place to begin for anybody who needs somewhere to take that first step.
What we need to carry out this vision for outreach is resources and hands and feet. So on the resource side, our goal is for 2,500 people to each give $10 so that we can reach our goal of 25,000. And if you'd like to join in any of these missional outreaches and be the hands and feet, please just reach out to me.